Hello everyone, we will give you a short introduction to QGIS with this presentation and hope it is helpful for you. Let's start with the content. First we will begin by telling you something about QGIS itself. Then we will describe the graphical user interface. Afterwards you will learn how to start your project, add data and view or edit options. Last but not least, we will present you some more helpful functions. About QGIS. QGIS is a professional GIS application which was established in 2002. It's a free and open source software and very user-friendly. Moreover, it is an official project of the Open Source Geospatial Foundation, which is a voluntary-driven project. It provides common functions and features, for example, for visualization, managing, editing, analyzing data, and composing printable maps. It supports many formats such as vector, raster, and database formats, and it runs on Linux, Mac, Windows, and Android. For using QGIS, it is good to know the difference between vector data and raster data. Vector data are based on coordinates like points, line, or polygons. It gives a higher geographical accuracy because it isn't dependent on the grid size. You can use it, for example, for country borders or streets. Raster data is based on pixels. So it's made of pixels and each pixel can get its own value or class. It's well suited to showing constantly varying information, for example, in satellite images. So you can use it for storing data like satellite images. It's good to know that you can combine raster and vector data analysis, and you can convert them into each other.
To use QGIS, you must first download it. To do this, type QGIS into the search window of your favorite browser. The first search result should bring you to the QGIS homepage. It should look like the screenshot shown on the left. Press the button which says Download Now. This will take you to the same page as the link above. It should look like the screenshot on the right. On this page you can download QGIS versions for all operating systems, including Windows, Mac and Linux. The current version is QGIS 3.12.2, named Bucharest as the capital city of Romania, and was released on April 17th this year. Choose the release you need and click on it. The executable file will be downloaded. Open it and follow the installation instructions. The installation takes a few minutes. I cannot remember how long it took, in any case not long. Now that you have successfully installed QGIS, I will explain where you can get useful information about the application. In the menu bar of the QGIS homepage you will find the Documentation tab. The link and a screenshot of the page can be seen on the left. There you will find documents for users, documentation writers and developers. The QGIS user guide is very helpful to get you started. You can see an overview of the chapter QGIS GUI on the right side of the slide as an example. I will explain the graphical user interface on the next slide. What you should take with you is the knowledge that if you are stuck, you can have a look at the user manual. As announced, I will now describe the graphical user interface of QGIS to get you started. The interface can be roughly divided into 5 areas. They are the menu bar, panels, toolbars, map view, and the status bar. The menu bar and the toolbars are located at the top of the window. The project menu provides access and exit points for project files. The edit menu provides most of the native tools needed to edit layer, attributes, or geometry. The function of all menus are described in the user manual. From the View menu, you can also switch QGIS widgets and toolbars on and off. To activate or deactivate one of them, click right to the menu bar or toolbar and choose the item you want. Panels and toolbars can be moved and placed wherever you like within the QGIS interface. Two panels are the Browser and the Layers panel, located at the left side of the window. The browser is one of the main ways to quickly and easily add your data to projects. The Layers panel lists all the layers in the project and helps you to manage their visibility. The map view is the large white area where maps are displayed. The map displayed in the window will reflect the rendering you applied to the layers you have loaded. The status bar is located at the bottom. The status bar provides you with general information about the map view and processed or available actions, and offers you tools to manage the map view.
After downloading and opening QGIS, you can create a new project by clicking on Project in the upper left corner and then click on New. Coordinate reference systems, also called CRS, are of great importance in GIS systems. They are used to indicate the spatial reference of geodata. In order not to distort the spatial position of the data, it is therefore important to either adapt the selected CRS to the data or, if necessary, to transform the data into it. Especially when working with different data, for example, if they are collected in different countries, they are often in different CRS, which is why they must first be transformed into a uniform system before they can be compared and analyzed. Many times nowadays, or especially if your data is collected by GPS measurements, you use the WGS 84 CRS with the EPSG code 4326. But you should always check and be sure about the selected coordinate reference system In order to work with your data in QGIS, you have to add it to your project. To do this, you can use the browser on the left to select data from your own system, server, database, or other data source. Once you have found the data you're looking for, you can add it by dragging it into the layer box below or by double-clicking. Alternatively, this step can also be done in the data source manager, which is also more in the upper left corner, where you can search even more directly for vector or raster data, for example. After you have added the data to your project, you can find it in the layer box in the lower left corner. By right-clicking on your added layer or table, you can open the attribute table, which displays the data in a tabular form very similar to Excel. This allows you to check whether the data has been read correctly. You can also use it to edit some data fields or add new ones. Moreover, you can also perform arithmetic operations on the data fields with the field calculator, such as adding or dividing two data fields. This can be used to fill a new data field, for example, the forest area normalized to the total area, by dividing the value of the forest area field by the value of the total area field.
Different tools can be selected for different data types. According to commonly used data types, vector and raster, we can easily choose different processing tools and analysis tools. All these tools allow you to perform different geometry or analytical operations on your data. In addition to the above tool category, there are more comprehensive processing tools. We can find them in Processing Toolbox. We select the appropriate tools according to the needs to process the data. The Processing Toolbox gives us more possibilities to work on the data. QGIS also have other functions. For example, we can get data from web mapping services, web feature services. They are online services. QGIS integrated with other open source GIS software, including PostGIS. If we need to use them, first we need to know about PostGIS. QGIS also have many plugins written in Python, which expands the function of QGIS. Before we use them, we need to install, then we can use them. There are reference material. If you have any questions about how to use QGIS, you can query help first or Google them. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit.